Hi, this is Stalin from Mission Defense. Today we are going to discuss about the polity questions asked in CDS-2 2018, conducted on November 18, 2018. First question. The 14th Finance Commission assigned different weights to the following parameters for the distribution of tax proceeds to the states. Arrange the four set parameters in the descending order. Fine. What are those parameters? Income distance, population, demographic change, and area. So based on 14th Finance Commission report, they have assigned 50% to the income distance and 17.5% to population, 10% to demographic change, and 15% to area. So the option is 1, 2, 4, and 3. That is, first is income distance, followed by population, then area, and demographic change. So the answer is B. Some points about Finance Commission. So Finance Commission is constituted by Article 280. It is a constitutional body. The 14th Finance Commission term is from April 2015 to 20, and it has recommended for 40% of tax proceeds to the states. Now let us go to the second question. Which of the following statements relating to the Government of India Act 1858 is or correct? First, the British Crown assumed sovereignty over India from the East India Company. Yes, it is true. So after Sipahi Mutiny, which happened in 1857, the British government took over India under the Queen Victoria's proclamation, and this was the first act which was enacted, and the British Crown took sovereignty over India. It is correct. Second, the British Parliament enacted the first statute for the governance of India under the direct rule of British. Yes, it is after this act only the East India Company was overthrown and the British, they directly ruled India. It is also correct. Third, this act was dominated by the principle of absolute imperial control without any popular participation in the administration of the country. Yes, they had absolute imperial control. We were directly under the British Crown, and they did not include any popular element or election or such. So this statement is also correct. So the answer is 1, 2, and 3. Third, which of the following statements relating to the Indian Council Act is or correct? First, the Act introduced a grain of popular element by including non-official members in the Governor General's Executive Council. Just a minute. So it includes non-official members in the Governor's Executive Council. This is correct. So non-official members are Indians, so they were included in the Governor's Executive Council. Second, the members were nominated and their functions were confined exclusively to the consideration of legislative proposals placed. Yes, this is also true. So they have to look only after the legislative proposals placed before it. So this statement is also true. Third, the Governor General did not have effective legislative power. No, he had effective legislative power because he was the one who signs the bill and he had veto powers and he also had the ordinance power. So this is false. So the answer is 1 and 2 only. 4. Which of the following statements relating to the historic objective resolutions which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly is or correct? First, the objective resolution inspired the shaping of the Constitution through all its subsequent stages. It is true. Based on this objective resolution, it influenced every part of our Constitution. It was not just a resolution but a declaration. Yes, it is also true. See, objective resolution was introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Constituent Assembly on December 13, 1946, and it was adopted on 22nd, 1947 unanimously. Yes, it was a resolution and it was a pledge. Fine. It provided the underlying philosophy of our Constitution. Yes, this formed the base for our preamble as well as for our Constitution. So the answer is 1, 2, and 3, all the above. Fifth, which of the following statements relating to the duties of governors is or correct? First, the duties of the governor as a constitutional head of the state do not become the subject matter of questions or debate in the parliament. Yes, it is true. See, the duties of governor as a constitutional head cannot be discussed in the parliament. The parliament doesn't have such powers. Next, where the governor takes a decision independently of his council of ministers or where he acts as a chief executive of the state under president rule, his actions are subjected to scrutiny by the parliament. Yes. See, with respect to president's rule, okay, on behalf of the parliament, the governor enacts laws and he can be scrutinized by the parliament. It is true. So correct statement is C, both 1 and 2. 6. Which of the following articles of the Constitution of India deals with the special provisions with respect to state of Assam? So it's a direct question. So the answer is 371B. See the other articles for it is for 371A deals with Nagaland, 371B is Assam, which we are saying. C is for Manipur and D is for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So it's a direct question asked from the articles. 7. Provision of which of the following articles of a Constitution of India apply to the state of Jammu and Kashmir? So this is also a direct question. Article 370. Simple. 8. Which of the following schedules to the Constitution of India provides for setting up of Autonomous District Council? Yes. Autonomous District Council. 4 questions were asked from this area. So the answer for this question is 6th schedule. So 6th schedule, they did, it is under Article 244.2. Article 244.2 deals with the 6th schedule. Under this schedule, they have empowered the governor to constitute an autonomous district council. Next. Which one of the following regarding the tenure of elected members of autonomous district council is or correct? First, 5 years from the date of election, 5 years from the date appointed for the first meeting of the council after election, 6 years from the date of administration of oath, 6 years from the date of election. So the answer is 5 years from the date of appointment for the first meeting of the council. So based on elimination, you can directly say that this is the answer. Answer is B. 10. Who among the following shall cause the accounts of the autonomous district and regional council funds to be audited? So it is the CAG. Okay, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. He submits the report, but he submits the report not to the president but to the governor, who will submit it before the council. Okay, so that is one point. 11. Who has the power of annulment or suspension of acts and resolution of autonomous district council? So we know that all the powers with respect to autonomous district council, the governor has. So answer is A. He can suspend the acts or resolutions of acts passed by both Parliament or State Legislative Assembly. 12. The audit reports of the Comptroller Auditor General of India relating to the accounts of Union shall be submitted. See, the CAG submits 3 reports to the President, and the President submits it before the Parliament. So the answer is President, A. 13. Which of the following is not related to the powers of Governor? A. Diplomatic and military powers. We know that diplomatic and military powers comes under the President. 14. Which of the following regarding the procedure and conduct of business in the Parliament is not correct? Okay, fine. The answer is A. To discuss state matters. So this is based on elimination. See, fine. The Parliament can discuss issues with respect to SC and ST tribal committee, which comes under 5th and 6th schedule. And the Parliament can also discuss about the violent disturbances. It can also discuss the demands of industrial labor, but it cannot discuss the state matters, internal matters, it cannot discuss. So that is the answer, A. So Article 118 of Constitution empowers each House of Parliament to make rules for its procedure and conducts of its business. It's given in Article 118. 15. Which of the following is not under the powers and functions of Election Commission of India? So this is also a direct question from Election Commission of India. See, with respect to superintendence, direction and control of electoral vote, it is the Election Commission of India. So this is correct. Conduct of elections to the Parliament and to the legislature of each state. Yes, with respect to MP election and MLA's election, only the Election Commission of India takes over. Conduct of election to the House of President and Vice President. Yes, this is also true. Appointment of regional commissioners. Okay, so this is not the right answer. Okay, with respect to regional commissioners, they don't appoint. So answer is D. 16. Which of the following criteria is not required to be qualified for appointment as judge of a Supreme Court? So this is a direct question from articles. So answer is at least 20 years as a sub-judicial magistrate. It is not given in the Constitution. So other than this, all the above 3 are the qualifications to become the judge of a Supreme Court. 17. Which of the following is not among the duties of Chief Minister? Fine. With respect to Chief Minister, only 3 articles have been discussed in the Constitution. That is Article 160, 163, 164 and 167. So this option A, B and C deals with Article 167. It's a direct question. So what is 167? See, Article 167 says that the CM is the link between governor as well as the Council of Ministers. So it is the Chief Minister. He is the link. Fine. To communicate to the governor of the state all decisions of the Council of Ministers. So it is the duty of CM to furnish information relating to the administration of the state and proposals for legislature. Yes, this is the function. To submit for the consideration of Council of Ministers any matters on which a decision has been taken but not been considered by the Council. Yes, this is also a function, but he does not communicate to the President. So there is no direct link between Chief Minister and President. So the answer is C. 19. Which of the following is not considered a part of the legislative states? So we know it directly, it is the Chief Minister. So Governor, Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council, all these three are a part of state legislative assembly. Which of the following regarding the ordinance making power of the governor is not correct? Fine. Ordinance of governor is Article 213. It is not a discretionary power. Yes, it cannot be promulgated by the governor. By himself, he has to get the recommendation from the Council of Ministers. The governor may withdraw the ordinance at any time. Yes, this is also correct. The ordinance power can be exercised when the legislature is not in session. Yes, it has to be exercised only in that time. The aid and advice of ministers is not required for declaring the ordinance. No, this is wrong. It is required. Aid and advice of ministers is required for declaring the ordinance. So the answer is D. So we have seen all the questions from polity. Thank you.